Hi everyone, Dr. Remy from Pain Free and Fit and Posture Size. Today, great exercise for those of you with spondylolisthesis of the lower back to help improve your stability with a quick little simple exercise you can do in between your sets at the gym, known as plate walks or farmer carries. Hope you enjoy. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that we just did a segment on plate carries and farmer walks for degenerative disc disease. But if you have spondylolisthesis of your lower back, the principles behind how you're going to carry plates in the gym in between sets and do your farmer carry exercises are going to be a little different. Farmer carries are simply holding a weight on your side. You could use a dumbbell, a barbell, a plate like this, and resisting the tendency to have that weight pull you sideways. Whatever side the weight is on, the rib cage wants to lean down and the hip wants to hike up or shift up. That creates compression on that side of your lower back, often aggravating spondylolisthesis at the facet joint or the back of the disc. So the key is when we're holding a plate at our side, as we take a step, we want to make sure that we're keeping the hip down as we bear weight on the foot, and we keep the rib up so that we're tall on that weight-bearing side. As my next foot comes through, I don't have to think about that as much, but as this now weighted side comes down, I want to again elongate tall on that side to come through. That's going to help decrease the stress on those facet joints and on the lower back with spondylolisthesis. If we carry plates from set to set, or as we're racking them on and off various gym apparatuses, we want to make sure that we use a plate position that's going to be effective for training our flexion strength of our abdomen to create less extension or backwards bend that aggravates spondylolisthesis. If you've seen any of our other videos on spondylo, you know that many times either thoracic or rib cage extension or tail up movement creates a overarching of the lower back, and that creates compression on the back of spondylolisthesis, helps to drive that spondylolisthetic vertebra more forward. Many of our exercises are designed with spondylo to increase abdominal strength. Now you can take advantage of more core conditioning of your spondylo protecting abdominal strength in between sets by using these plate carries. Once you have your RPI, your reverse posture isometric and neutral spine position set, and again, if you don't know what that is for you, go to either the Pain Free and Fit or Posture Size website. We have a free body analysis, learn what your unique mechanical distortions, asymmetries are, what your movement tendency and stability errors are in your low back, so you can set your spine in its unique neutral spine position. That's the safest position for you to exercise and move in, unique to you as an individual. It varies depending on all of us. We have different postures, different movement tendencies, different asymmetries in our lower back musculature. So once you have that set, and you want to carry a plate in the front, which is a great way for working with spondylolisthesis, if you carry that plate right in front of your pelvis, there's not nearly going to be as much stress on the abdominals as if you carry the plate up high. If you carry the plate up high, there's more of a tendency to want to arch backwards to help load that plate, especially if you're walking some distance to the gym, or if you're doing this as an exercise unto itself for repetitions or isometric hold times. So by bringing the weight up, most of the tendency is to arch the back backwards a little bit to help hold that weight. It's easier on the arms to hold it that way if I lean back. So you're going to be using your abdominal muscles to crank that rib cage forward. That keeps you in a more upright position, a lot more abdominal activity. You can use tail under with that also to train your core in between sets. As you're carrying plates from side to side, you're going to be using that to develop your abs to protect you against that backwards tilt, increasing the strength of your abs. That throughout the day, through your other sports, through your other work activities, is going to help protect against the extension effects that aggravate spondylolisthesis. Going back to side carries or farmer walks, if we have the plate directly on our side, there's going to be some, as we just discussed, tendency to side lean, and we can use that technique I just described of keeping ourselves tall as we step through. But a great way to target spondylo rehab is if you position that weight slightly behind you. Now all of a sudden that weight wants to pull you backwards and sideways. Takes a lot more abdominal strength to hold yourself up, further benefiting you in terms of conditioning your body to prevent extension, because you're now taking the abs as opposed to a straightforward conditioning exercise. Now you're making it a forward and opposite side. This weight wants to pull me back into my left. My abdominals want to keep my torso up and to the right. a lot more core contraction there, a lot more stress on the abs just by moving that weight back an inch. You can do that equally to both sides. Use this technique when you're changing plates during your workouts. It's a great way to be supersetting, putting in extra work, increasing your metabolism, and improving your core stability to help protect against spondylolisthesis. If you like this video on spondylolisthesis exercises using plate carry and farmer walks, feel free to subscribe to our channel. We've got a lot of great spondylo videos out there. Questions or comments, write in. As always, I'll do my best to answer them. And remember, if you're looking for a great tailored program to figure out what your unique mechanical issues are, how to start rehabbing your own back, learn how to get back into fitness without hurting your spondylolisthesis, look no further than our Fast Track program for spondylolisthesis, available at the painfreeandfit.com website. I hope this video on spondylolisthesis plate carries and farmer walks helps you with your spondylolisthesis low back pain.